The FAL STG-58. This one is pure Austrian art. This is an authentic Austrian barrel, DSA receiver, Austrian lower, and I've put some more modern soft furniture. I have the original furniture, but I prefer the soft furniture on this rifle. It could safely be said that this is my favorite rifle system in the whole world. It's not just the reliability or the reputation, the utilitarian factor of this rifle, but its history. Adopted by over 93 countries worldwide. It's been used decade after decade after decade all over the world in every kind of environment. It's proven itself. And good morning, guys. It's Yankee Prepper, and I thought I'd start this video out with a personal favorite, the FAL. And personal is really going to be the key subject line to this video. I want to warn you right off the bat that this is probably going to be a lengthy video. And this video is not going to be about prepping or self-sufficiency or any tips. This video is going to be about me, personally. And it's going to be a marked difference, I guess, than any other video I've put up. And to be honest with you, this video is not going to be for you. I think this video is more for me than anything else. That should be fair warning that if you're looking for a prepping video or tip, this isn't the one for you, and you'll want to move on right now. When I originally started this channel, I really didn't have a clear footprint or a vision in any form or fashion. I started this channel to be a focal point for a few friends to come to, so I wouldn't have to email individually. They could just come to an open channel and see what I'm doing if they were interested, in fact. I thought maybe 100 people would be interested. I never would have dreamt that over 13,000 people would have signed up for this, and still growing every day. I mean, I honestly get over 100 PMs and comments a day. I never wanted this channel to be about me. That's the truth. I never wanted it to be about what I look like, who I am, where I've been, or what I do. I wanted this channel to be about the information. I wanted it to be inspirational, that you can become more self-sufficient. You can prepare for what most of us see is coming. That's what this was supposed to be all about. They're not Nova documentaries. For the most part, I'm showing you what I do and what works for me, not necessarily what I think you should do or demand that you do. It's about what I'm doing. That's what I use my channel for. And it's meant to be inspirational. It's not meant to be a step-by-step video to fix your life. I also try to back up everything. Every one of my videos, for the most part, has a link that you can go to, or an example, or a historical fact to back up what I'm saying. Because I just didn't want to put my opinion out there. I wanted you to see how I'm gathering this information. That was the original intent, or the program that I had been following. But as this thing got bigger and bigger, it has become personal. And some of the things have been good things in a personal matter. I've met people I never would have met in any other way, form, or fashion. I've met other preppers. I can't believe how my sphere of friends and preppers that I really like has grown since I've been on this channel. I mean, it is incredible. And that's a positive thing. But there is the, I guess, dark side, or the crap that you have to deal with on YouTube. And there's a lot of lying and slander. And there's always been this. I mean, I feel like I've been battling this all my life, and I feel like I'm good at it. This is what I like to do. I'm a brawler that way. You've probably seen that in my videos. I like to smack faces, and I like to deal with that crap. I like to call them out. And I've tried not to. A lot of people have given me advice, don't do it, don't do it, don't do it. Man, I cannot take this out of me. This is so much a part of me. In fact, it builds frustration up, and I've come to an impasse in my channel. I've got to be me, and I want to call these guys out, and that's what this is about. This video is going to cross the line for me because it's going to be almost a partial online resume, so you know, I guess, a little bit more about who you're talking to, or who you're listening to, and where I come from, and I guess even what makes me up on who I am, my background. It is the history of a man that makes him who he is. I also want to take this opportunity to spell out what my channel is all about, what I allow, what I don't, All of these, even the reality vids, this was all like an intro, I think, to this video. This video has been coming, and I feel like I can't go on making prepper videos or self-sufficiency videos until I set this record straight about really what this channel is, what I view is right and what I view is wrong. The first thing that I want to make clear, that I try to make clear right on the beginning of my channel and how I think, is I am a Christian, which means I follow Jesus Christ. I believe Him to be the living Son of the living God. And I struggle with this all the time. A lot of you don't understand what Christianity is all about. Christianity is not full of perfect people. It's full of sinners. The difference is, all the world, the whole world, is full of sinners. Christians recognize that they are a wretch, that they are sinful, and they're sorry. And I've done a lot of things that I am sorry for, I'll admit. And I always, I am trying. I keep the bar way up there. I can never reach it. I'm trying to be a better Christian all the time. Now, with that being said, I'm not going to go into the details or specifics of that. I don't believe that Jesus Christ is a religion. I don't believe that God is a religion. This is my faith, the things that I've experienced that I base this on, and I'm counting on Jesus Christ above all things in my life. In fact, I tell everybody on my channel in several videos that all my skills, everything that I have that I'm bringing forth to you here in my channel is due to Jesus Christ. He is the one that gives me these gifts to accomplish these things. And that's really why I'm here. I'm not here necessarily to help you as much as I am trying to serve Jesus Christ. Now, let me make this clear, having said that. I don't go to Islamic channels, I don't go to Buddhist channels, I don't go to earth worshipping channels, I don't go to atheist channels and try to talk them out of their religions. Okay? And get my point there. Those are religions. Even atheists. That's really a human religion. I don't go there and try to talk them out of this. And I am not about to waste any time arguing with them about it. That's why I don't go to their channels. This is my life, my choices, my channel. And my life is about following Jesus Christ. And you are not going to talk me out of that on YouTube. You're just going to get blocked. Secondly, I am a conservative / constitutionalist. I believe in life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. I do believe that you can label people. Some people are liberals, some people are conservatives. They were called different names in the past. But really, this, in our time, these are what you can label some people. I am a conservative. That means I believe in life. My life is mine. It's not up to you. You have no rule over my life. You safety asshats have nothing to say about my life or how I live my life. Liberty. I believe liberty is also a God-given right, just like our constitutional founders believed. And the pursuit of happiness. Now, this is the key part of this phrase, life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. The pursuit of happiness. That means you are not entitled to anything. The pursuit of happiness is key because it's not that happiness is guaranteed. Life is up to you and your choices. Most of you asshats, you don't need to be preparing. You don't need any guns. You don't need any food. What you need is a mirror. That's where you need to start preparing. The next thing you have to understand is that I feel 100% responsible for what is posted on my channel. That means I will not publish or advertise your BS or your agenda. I don't care how you feel about it. I am responsible for what goes up here and what hangs up on my channel. It's not an open forum. That's why we have a block button. That's why we have the remove comment button. It is not an open forum for you to come and say and spew whatever you want. I don't care what you say or how you feel about that. It is a privilege to come here and to be able to comment on my channel, not a right. And a lot of you, I guess this is the one that really gets to me. You're so ignorant, and you pretend that you know, and that you're using freedom and the Constitution and an American right to say whatever you want. You can say whatever you want on your channel, but you have no rights to say whatever you want on my channel. And because of this, I want to read you. I don't think any of you have ever read the Constitution. I want to read you the First Amendment and the Bill of Rights. Congress shall make no law respecting an establishment of religion or prohibiting the free exercise thereof, or abridging the freedom of speech, or the press, or the right of the people to peaceably assemble and to petition the government for redress of grievances. That is the First Amendment. So all you freedom of speech asshats out there, you need to read this. You need to listen to this video. Maybe I have an advantage. Maybe I can read and you can't. But now I've read it for you. I want you to take note here. I am not Congress. The First Amendment addresses Congress and the citizens, not citizen to citizen. If you were able to say whatever you want and post whatever you want to my face whenever you wanted, that would be tyranny. And let me point something else out to you. All of the Bill of Rights really addresses government to citizen, with the exception of one, that is the Second Amendment. I'm going to read this one to you. A well-regulated militia being necessary to the security of a free state, the right of the people to keep and bear arms shall not be infringed. Now that does address government to citizen, but the right of the people to keep and bear arms, you could arguably say, addresses citizen to citizen. Now here on YouTube, the block button guarantees me that I don't have to listen to your ass hattery. The Second Amendment in real life guarantees that you cannot force me to listen to you. I hope that makes my point clear. The next thing is, obviously, that this is not a popularity contest. I am not here to see how many people I can collect to sub to my channel. I am very happy for the people that I have camaraderie with, the peers that I've met, even the people that that have taught me things. I am so happy that I found this outlet to find these people. I would not have met them any other way, but I have never asked anybody to sub to my channel. Ever. And this is not a popularity contest for me. In fact, guys, I got to tell you, I have a lot of friends that watch my channel, and they know me better than anybody. Life has never been a popularity contest to me. I keep an audience of one, and I always have, and that is God. I'm not here to be necessarily your friend, especially if, we don't even meet on a common ground. I'm not here to make you happy, in fact. I'm not saying everything's to make you feel good. If you want that, call your mother. Okay, this is reality here. And I'm trying to tell you what I believe or how I see things. That's what my channel is all about. In just the opposite, I'm not looking for attention. Okay? And the amount of people, I've probably blocked 1 out of every 10 people that have subbed here. And I'm not surprised with that. I'm not trying to befriend every asshat in the world here or be any asshat's friend. I don't want to be. In fact, it's just the opposite. I don't want your attention. I don't want asshats' attention. I want to separate myself from these people, and I have practiced that my whole life. Wheat from the chaff. I'm sorry again for the negativity on some of this, but I'm just telling you how I feel. And again, this video is more for me. Next thing I want to say, and I want to make this clear, this is a prepper channel. A prepper channel. You can see that in the name. And I want to make this equally as clear. This is not a YouTube Patriot channel. Got that? This is not a YouTube Patriot channel. Now, first thing I'll say is I know a lot of patriots, real patriots on YouTube, that I have a lot of respect for. But there are a bucket full of crap full of people that call themselves patriots that are not patriots. And I will not stand ranks with them. When I think of a patriot, I think of our founders, those are my heroes, a bar that I cannot reach. Those guys were patriots, okay? They were well-spoken, they were very self-sufficient, most of them were business owners themselves or self-employed, self-taught, self-educated. They owned mini libraries, okay? They built their own houses. They weren't rednecks. Most of the people that signed the Declaration and the Constitution guys, half of them, about 50% of them almost, were lawyers. Okay, they weren't young punks, you know, grabbing their muskets wanting to just to have the end of the world. These guys were trying to make their world right for everybody. They stood for what was right. They had the most to lose, and yet they were still willing to lose it because they had honor. Something that most of you asshats, all of you asshats, in fact, you know nothing about. When I hear patriot now on YouTube, I think of a loudmouth, punk asshat, wannabes, pretenders. You know, the only gift that I can see that you guys have is you can paste and copy videos and put hee-haw music on it. That's it. You're not doing anybody any good, and the only guess that I have is you have no life. So, let me make it clear, I will not stand ranks with YouTube patriots. Not until at least it's cleaned up of that garbage. Alright, this one's going to be a long one. I want to address the fact that I do not look at everybody equally. That's right, we're all born equal. After that, you make decisions that bring you up or down. That's what I believe. That's what the founders believed as well. I discriminate. I want to warn you of that. This is my channel, my life. I get to choose, and I discriminate against some groups of people. I have a bar where I want to be that I can't even reach myself, but I'm certainly not going to lower myself to be with people that I don't want to be with. I don't want to be with asshats. I don't want to play with shit. This is just a small list of people that I discriminate against. Racists. I do not like racists. I've never liked racists. Let me give you an example of how I feel about this. When I grew up, my best friend was half Japanese. I love the guy. His father was a U.S. Marine that was stationed in Okinawa, and he married a beautiful Japanese lady, and we did everything together. So I feel like I would be betraying him. One of my best buddies in high school was black, and he was the son of a doctor. I was the son of a great railroad worker, but obviously, you know, he made a lot more money. And this is a clear case of the white kid getting the black kid in trouble. In fact, one of the greatest stories I have hanging out with this guy is I had talked him into something that he would never do. I used to love throwing snowballs at cars. So I talked my buddy into going down to this creek and throwing snowballs at cars. And we hit this big Dodge truck with the dice dangling from the mirror, and he hit the brakes a little bit but kept on going. And I always liked the thrill of being chased. You know, that was always the reason I liked hitting snowballs. So here's this doctor's son, this black kid with me. Here's the white kid getting him in trouble. And my spider sense went off. I'm not kidding you, about 15 minutes after. And I turned around just in time to see this big frickin' hillbilly hick. I mean, he had the super tight Wranglers on and the cowboy boots and the mullet, long stringy hair going down the middle of his back, and he had the big Elvis glasses on and the trucker cap and everything, and he was holding on. You know how they have the chain coming from the pocket, and he was holding on to his chain so he could be quiet, and he had the big buck knife on the other side. And I turned around just in time to see him about, I'm not kidding, about 12 feet away. And I yelled to my buddy, "Run!" And so he ran down the creek, and you know, we immediately split up. And of course, the hillbilly, he wasn't going to try to chase the black kid, you know, because he's thinking he's too fast. But you know what? One of the things I've always had on my side is I'm very fast. I'm a very fast guy, especially back then. I mean, I'm probably slowing down now, but I've always had speed. But he thought, you know, I'll chase the white kid, he'll be slower. Now, my buddy, he ran down the creek. And I turned around immediately. This was my book bag and everything. And I ran toward the creek. Now, the creek is like 12 or 14 feet across. And I leapt. I mean, I jumped as hard as I could, and this used to be called Stink Creek, and it had like long, stringy strands of moss in it. I mean, they just dumped all kinds of crap in here, and it really stunk, and that's what we called it, Stink Creek. And I jumped, and I felt the swipe of this hillbilly's hand on the back of my back. That's how close I was to getting, you know, killed. And I hit that creek right in the middle, and my foot didn't even get wet because I just carried on through. I mean, you know, the creek's about 3 inches deep and all this moss, and I remember just seeing the water explode around my foot, and I slipped just a little bit, but I carried on through, and I leapt the entire creek, white kid, in just one step into the creek and over. And I ran, when I hit the ground on the other side, I ran as fast as I could, and I knew by the time I got to the hill, I could tell no one was following me. And I dared turn around for 2 seconds just to see what happened. And here's this gangly hillbilly laid across in the creek with all this moss going around him, and he's holding the back of his head because he obviously tried to follow me. And he hit that creek with those cowboy boots and just slammed on the back of the creek. Greatest adventure of my life. So anyway, sorry about that interruption, but I had to tell you that story just for, I guess, shits and giggles. But I don't like racists. Yeah, I'm not going to betray him either. And I've served with guys of all kinds of color. And, you know, there's good people and there's bad people. And I don't like racists. If I see you sign up and you have a Nazi flag, I don't like, by the way, I don't care what color you are. There's all kinds of racists. If you got something against white people, I got a problem with you too. And I'm not going to allow you to sign up to my channel. I have blocked a lot of guys that have racist crap on their channel. I will try, whoever subs to me, I will try to go and check out your channel and make sure I bump you off. I don't like racists. I discriminate against you. I don't like Nazis. I don't like safety Sallies. Alright? I am old enough to know what's good for me and what's bad for me. I don't want any of your stupid safety advice. Again, life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. Your jurisdiction is over your life. That's it. I don't like socialists and communists and anarchists. None of them. So that pretty much rules out Democrats as well and liberals. Alright, I don't kick people off for being hippies, but I don't really like hippies either. I've never liked it. They're worse, in a lot of ways, they're worse than anybody because hippies really are elitists. They try to be cool, man, everything's cool, I just want to do what I want to do. But you know what? You have this idea that you've reached a different plane of existence and you just don't understand. You have to break out of the paradigm and come to the understanding of us hippies. I am so sick of that. You know what? Hippies smell. They really do. And I don't like the smell. Alright, so you're welcome to come here, but I don't want to hear any of your hippie crap. And that goes along with earth worshippers. I'm a creator worshiper. I'm not an earth worshiper. I'm not going to worship rocks or trees, okay? I worship the guy that made them. I don't like people that can't communicate without, the F word every other word. I don't like it, okay? I discriminate against people like that. I don't think you're very smart. I think that's why you have a problem communicating without cussing. So I really don't watch channels that cuss a lot, and I don't want it in my comment section. I want to make this for families to watch. I want to make this for my kids have to be able to watch this. I'm not saying I don't let something slip once in a while, but not the F word usually. I don't say that. I want this to be a comfortable place for my family to watch as well as others. Alright, let's clarify this though. There are different levels of discrimination that I use in my life. If you're a Nazi or a hater or a racist, I don't care, a black racist or a white racist or a Hispanic racist, I'm going to block you from my channel. And that's reasonable. In fact, that's my right. I don't want to have anything to do with you, and I don't want to associate with you. I don't like you. So if I recognize it on your channel, I'm going to block you. Okay? I don't want to have anything to do with you or be anywhere near you. That's how much I don't like you. And that's my right. Now, if you're a liberal and you want to come and watch my channel, that's fine, but I really don't want your advice. You're coming here for my advice. I'm not coming to your channel for your advice. I don't want to live in your village. I don't like Hillary Clinton jumpsuits. I don't want to live like a hippie. So I don't want your advice. I don't want you to come over here and feel like it's reasonable for you to berate me for using saran wrap. Every time one of you guys come over here and talk about your hippie liberal crap, okay, and you guys are the worst. You are the worst. Yeah, I'm never going to be in your village singing Kumbaya with you. It's never going to happen, okay? So don't waste your time. Every time one of you guys come over here and you say something stupid about saran wrap or plastic or, you know, whatever else you hippies, what don't you hippies and liberals bitch about? You know what I do? I go in the backyard and I burn a rubber tire. You know, I got to tell you guys, you're preparing for the SHTF. Some of you are preppers. I'm a prepper and you block me from your channel. If the SHTF ever does happen, you know, all of these things are going to be augmented. In the SHTF, when someone like this shows up at your door looking for food, because all they've got is their bug out bag that they had granola bars and ramen noodles, they got their junky gun with them, and they thought they were going to take their bug out bag and go off into the SHTF and save the world. The SHTF has happened. They show up at your door, okay? And you have to tell them that you don't have any food to give them. Your house is full. You don't have anything extra, and to get off your property. Can you imagine how they will react to that if this is how they react being blocked on YouTube? I think a lot of these people, honestly, will never make it to your door. They're going to curl up into a fetal position and just lay down and die. But some of them seriously have something imbalanced. You know, I'll make another example to you. Go ahead, you asshats, right now, go to my channel and block me from your channel. I guarantee you that I will never, ever, you'll never see me bitching that you have blocked me from your channel. I mean, I seriously would never care. It is just not an importance in my life. And I wondered, and wonder now, what you did before I came to YouTube. What did you do with your life? What did you bitch about then? I mean, you guys, there's something wrong. I'm telling you, there is something wrong with you that this means so much to you. Seriously, you have proved my point. You have proved my point in the court of YouTube of why I blocked you in the first place. You are so mentally deficient. You are so, you know, you have, what do they call that? That dependent personality. You know, you can't stand by yourself. And rejection, I mean, just throws you for months. I mean, how long is this going to go on? That this is going to bother you? I'm just pointing it out. You know, I used to wonder, you know, once in a while I'd be flipping through the channels on the TV and I'd stop by the Jerry Springer show. And I go, wow, man, this is embarrassing. You know, where do they get these people? Are these people like, is this like wrestling where it's fake? Because I've never met anybody like that. Now I know that you're for real. I know where they recruit you people from to go on the Jerry Springer show. Because that's what you seem like to me. This is where you get people for the Jerry Springer show. And you know what? You won't see, you know, here's the other thing. Who do you see bitching about being blocked? This is another embarrassing situation for me. For my culture, my country, and even my race. Do you see any black people bitching about being blocked from my channel? I mean, you ever come across a video that goes, yo, that mofo Yankee Prepper blocked me from his channel. Not cool, not cool. That's right. You'll never see a black guy putting up videos about being blocked from Yankee Prepper's channel. And I know I have. There's been black people that are racist against white people, and I've blocked them off my channel. But they don't go on for months about it. How about Hispanics? You ever see a Hispanic bitching about being blocked from Yankee Prepper's channel? Hey, I say, that chinga tu madre Yankee Prepper blocked me from his channel, and then he called me a puta hat. No, you'll never see a Hispanic. Why is that? I've blocked Hispanics from my channel before, and I've never ever seen a Hispanic bitching about being blocked from my channel. Think of somebody else. Think of somebody, another non-white. How about a Packy? It's just true that Yankee Prepper blocked me from his channel, and then he called me an asshat. I am going to jihad his ass. I kill you! I know you think it's funny, but I'm serious. If you look at this with the politically correct blinders off, I'm just telling you, again, what I see in general. Without exception. The people that are spending their time, wringing their hands, worrying about this and just constantly going on and on are usually very lonely, large, Jerry Springer show types with dark sunglasses on, cussing like they've been raised in their mother's whorehouse. That's who you, and usually most of them are either, working the midnight shift at the Pump and Munch or talking to you from the couch in their basement in their mother's house. Now you tell me if I'm wrong or not, but that's what I see. It's an embarrassment to my country. I mean, it's an embarrassment to my culture, and you know what? It's an embarrassment to my race. That this is what the American has been reduced to, at least in a certain section of America. Unbelievable to me. And you know what I think it boils down to, honestly, is the reason why you see these people doing it is because this is their life. They must have no other life. I guess it bothers me about this whole internet generation. I've read, even the upcoming generation, they prefer their internet life to the real life. Well, hell yeah, you can be anything you want on the internet. You can, talk any way you want. You can, try to make people listen to you. In the real world, you can't do that. And I guess that's what these people need, in my mind, is a real dose of reality. And I'm going to tell you, it makes me laugh. These are patriots that want to start a revolution and lead the world to freedom. And crap, they've been blocked on YouTube and they're pissed. Yeah, whatever. Whatever, man. I mean, it's a joke. All right, I'm cutting this off now. I need another cup of coffee. I got round 2 coming up. I am not finished yet. I'm getting this out of my system. I'll see you in a little bit.